Hi and welcome to A World of Words. I'm Vanessa and today I'm doing my first ever bookshelf tour. So I don't have the most gigantic, impressive bookshelf in the world. I know a lot of people here on BookTube have these massive shelves filled with tons and tons of books. My shelves are quite a bit smaller. I don't have that huge of a collection because I do get most of my books from the library or if I can find them for very cheap. But I figured, why not still do a bookshelf tour anyway to show people that even if you're like me and you don't have the biggest book collection, it can still be a really nice collection and it can still be like decorated and fun. And I thought that as a booktuber I should probably have a bookshelf tour in case people are curious. I'm going to stop rambling now and show you the bookshelves because that's why you're here. Let's start with the first shelf. This is the one you can usually see in the background of my videos. You can only see a little bit of it though, so today I'm going to give you a much closer look. Let's start with the top shelf. My bookshelf really isn't arranged according to categories. These are just some books I really like, and I have them sitting on a shelf that you can see them in the background. So I have my Funkos. I have a mystery mini from Finding Dory, a Ariel Funko Pop, and then I have a little Tokidoki Unicorno figure. I have The Diviners by Libba Bray, Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo, Truth Witch, and Wind Witch by Susan Dennard, Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, and Ruby Red, Sapphire Blue, and Emerald Green, all by Kirsten Gear. Onto my next shelf, I have my Orphan Black Funkos, Cassima, Allison, and Sarah. And then I have Seeker by Arwen Ellis Dayton, Incarceron by Catherine Fisher, Vitro by Jessica Curry, We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, Serafina by Rachel Hartman, Perfect Ruin by Lauren De Stefano, and Lux Beginning and Opposition by Jennifer L. Armentrout, Shopaholic Takes Manhattan by Sophie Kinsella, and That Summer by Sarah Dessen. On this next shelf we have a bit of a pile-up. What's a Ghoul to Do by Victoria Laurie, Hoboken or Hobbikin Hipster in Sherwood Forest by Marianne Mancusi, Dark Visions by L.J. Smith, Night World, Dark Angel, The Chosen, and Soulmate by L.J. Smith, and Night World, Secret Vampire, Daughters of Darkness, and Enchantress by L.J. Smith, Hush Hush, and Crescendo by Becca Fitzpatrick, Fallen by Lauren Kate, The Red Pyramid by Rick Riordan, and Slade by Amanda Marone. And under there is just some pens and old magazines, so I'm not going to go through that. And yes, in case you are wondering, are not actually bookshelves. They are milk crates that I stacked on top of each other because I needed more room for books, and so I made do with something I found in a storage room. And if you swivel over here, you'll see first a stack of books that I don't have room for on my shelves, and then get to my main bookshelf. First we have the V that you might recognize from the background of my videos. I tend to move it around, so it is in the background of all of my videos, and it came just plain white cardboard, but I actually painted it myself, and I love the way it turned out. Obviously I used pink because pink is my favorite color, and I painted those little vines along the side, and I painted it gold inside since I thought that would look really cool when it was lit up. And over here we have another stack of books that I tried to make look nice and neat since they don't actually fit on my shelf. The Edge of Never by J.A. Redmersky, Graceling by Kristen Kishore, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and Hollow City by Ransom Riggs. These are actually my sister's books, but I took them into my room because I wanted to read them. The Order of Darkness by Philippa Gregory, and Dearly Departed by Leah Hobble. Those last two are also my sisters, but I took in here because I wanted to read them. Next I have my top shelf, which has my super stylized Disney Princess Funko Pops, and I just love them. They are so adorable. I have Belle, Rapunzel, and Ariel, along with Pascal. Pascal is not a Funko, he is an eraser, as you can see, but I thought he looked really cute sitting there with Rapunzel. I hope you don't mind the slight angle on this. My tripod is on the short side, and I already have it propped up on boxes to be able to reach this shelf, so it might have a slight angle on it, and I apologize for that if it bothers you. And I also have a We Are What You Read Penguin Teen button that I got from YALLFest. First I have Bad Blood Night School, which is a little warped because I think it got wet at one point. Blood Ties, which is also warped. It also got wet in that same incident. So letting my sister borrow it. She was on a trip and something happened and water got into her stuff. So these got a little wet, but it's okay. Oh, this was Blood Ties, Soul Bound, and Blood Forever. The last 5 books in the Blood Coven series by Mari Mancusi, and the other books are on another shelf because they had a cover change, so the first 3 books in the series do not match the last 5 books, so I separated them on the shelves because they're also different heights. Then I have Vanished, books 1 and 2, When Lightning Strikes and Codename Cassandra, and books 3 and 4, Safe House and Sanctuary, both by Meg Cabot. It is also the 1-800 Where Are You series by Meg Cabot. It's for some reason had a series change at one point. Then we have Runaway by Meg Cabot, the 3rd book in the Airhead trilogy. We have Furthermore by Tahara Mafi. How to Be Popular, a novel by Meg Cabot. Pants on Fire by Meg Cabot. Princess in Love by Meg Cabot. That is the 3rd book in the Princess Diary series. Kitty Kitty, the sequel to Bad Kitty by Michelle Jaffe. And then we are on to my next shelf. This shelf is also a lot of Meg Cabot, and I have novel samplers here that I face out to remind me to actually read the novel samplers because I love novel samplers, and that they help me decide whether or not I should actually read the book. And then I have Fox and Hedwig sitting on this little box, and this box was some sort of makeup product, and then I decorated the top of it with colorful duct tape. I have All American Girl by Meg Cabot, and that doesn't quite fit, which is why it is lying down. The Mediator Shadowland, The Mediator Ninth Key, The Mediator Reunion, The Mediator Darkest Hour, Haunted, Twilight, and Remembrance, all by Meg Cabot. Airhead and Being Nikki by Meg Cabot. Teen Idol, Bad Kitty by Michelle Jaffe. Jinx by Meg Cabot. And Boys That Bite, Stake That, and Girls That Growl, the first 3 books in the Blood Coven series by Mari Mancusi. These are the ones before they had that cover change, and I personally think these covers are a lot cuter and represent the tone of the series more, but that's for another time. And then we have a Rochelle Mead and Cassandra Clare shelf. They share the next 2 shelves because their books just don't want to fit properly together as an entire series. And I also have a collection of little Funko Pops here. I have Hook from Once Upon a Time, Frozen Fever, Elsa and Anna, and Kristoff, along with a bunch of the little snowman guys, and they're really adorable. I normally hate taking my books out of their box set because it's kind of hard to get them back in, but for you guys, I will do it. Vampire Academy, Frostbite, Shadow Kiss, Blood Promise, Spirit Bound, and Last Sacrifice, the entire Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead, Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare, the Infernal Devices trilogy. And then we have my second Cassandra Clare / Rochelle Mead shelf. I have my Isabel Lightwood stele, that or steel, however you pronounce that, and Isabel Lightwood necklace. I've actually done a DIY of how you can make these because I made them both, so I will link that in the cards if you want to make a really easy version of these two props for yourself. And we have, of course, the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare, The City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels, City of Lost Souls, and City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare, Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare, a novel sampler for Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare, and The Glittering Court by Rochelle Mead. We have a couple more of my favorite book series on this shelf. And of course we have Ariel in her blue dress and Prince Charming from Once Upon a Time. A little box I made on top of the Lunar Chronicles that just looks pretty. Blue Lily Lily Blue and The Raven King from The Raven Cycle by Maggie Stiefvater. Cinder, Scarlet, Cress, and Winter, The Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. Stars Above, a collection of Lunar Chronicles novellas by Marissa Meyer. A Great and Terrible Beauty by Liva Bray, Rebel Angels, and The Sweet Far Thing, the Gemma Doyle trilogy by Liva Bray. And then we have my Harry Potter shelf, and please excuse the condition of some of these books. They are very old and have been read many, many times. First we have this book, which is actually from a thrift store, and I've actually never read it. I need to read it though, because I do love Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and it's been sitting there for a really long time. And then we have Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by Newt Scamander or J.K. Rowling. I don't know where my Quidditch Through the Ages book went, which is kind of sad because I love that book. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, all by J.K. Rowling. And if you're wondering what this stuff is over here, this is just my sketchbook and some Bristol board and other drawing supplies and things like that. And I'm not going to spend too much time on this other shelf here since it's not really a lot of books. It's a big mix of things. I have some stuffed animals here. These two plushy girls are actually my own creations. I made them myself and they are characters from one of my books. Then I have Mokona, Cher Bear, Pascal, and my moose Alaska. She's from Alaska. I got her there. And my tiger. And then I have some mangas and notebooks. And then this little plaque, Creative Minds Are Rarely Tidy, was actually my mom's when she was a teenager, and so she gave it to me. And another little box that I made myself. Well, I painted it myself and decorated it. This little sword, actually a sword. I think you can use it as a letter opener, but I just like it. And then these two boxes, one of them has a trading card game in it, and another has just really cute decorative note paper and stationery things like that. Here we have my fuzzy binder, which is where I keep all of my YouTube ideas. And then a couple planners, my happy planner. A box where I keep some stickers and things that I use to decorate my happy planner. And then some more books are over here. I'm not going to take these ones out because I feel like this video is getting pretty long already. And then I have my Japanese stuff. Some of these are Japanese textbooks from when I took my classes. Then I have flashcards and a couple things to help me with practicing reading Japanese. I have the Japanese version of a manga right next to the English version. And my little duck that speaks Japanese, but I'm still not really sure what it said. And then finally we have this bottom shelf that is also kind of a mix of things. Old magazines, it's got binders in it, and all of my drawing books. I have quite a few art books, and I'm not going to take these out because then it'll be really long, and as you can see, they're kind of stuffed in there pretty good. If I end up doing more art stuff on my channel, I'm going to do a look through of all of my drawing books anyway, and then just some expandable files for different drawings and other sort of paper items. And that is really it for my bookshelves. So as you can see, it is not the largest collection ever, but I think it's pretty nice. And I have some other books in other places kind of tucked away since I don't have all that much room for everything on these shelves. They are pretty small, but I'm not going to show you every single book I have kind of in their various different spots because it's not really worthy of a whole tour and it doesn't really need one. Alright, so those were my bookshelves. I hope you enjoyed seeing them, and please let me know what you thought of this type of kind of mixed up bookshelf tour in the comments below. If there's anything else you would like to see from me, if you have any requests or feedback, I always appreciate them. Please leave them in the comments below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I upload new videos on Mondays and every other Friday, plus the occasional surprise video, so please subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye!